Hi Rudy, I wanted to make a video to explain to you a bit about how grading and grading uploads work because it's not something that we've had a chance to do yet, and I don't think that we will find time in this week to do it, so hopefully this instructional video will do the trick. So first things first, here we are in ALUx in the projects course. This is not where you want to be. So if you go to ALUx generally, you will see at the top here that you have Explore Courses and Staff HQ. So where you actually want to be is Staff HQ. So you can get there from ALUx, but we do not do our grading in ALUx itself. You want to go now into Gradebook. I'm just going to close WhatsApp so it doesn't bother us. Go into Gradebook, and from there choose the course that you are uploading grades for. Now, of course, when I say uploading grades, I mean we will have already put in our grades here for projects. We do our grading in here, and then you're going to need to copy them and then publish them to a place where students can see them, right? So that's why we find ourselves here. So you want to scroll down, go to projects. There's a lot here, so make sure you click Projects Rwanda, which inexplicably is interrupted by XYZ, please delete. Not Projects Mauritius, go into Projects Rwanda. And then you'll see all of the assignments that students submitted in Term 1. But it's a new year, it's a new us. Term 2. So it looks like we need to add a term to create Term 2. So don't worry, you will not have to do this. I will do this now. It will only happen once. New term, we are going to label it Term 2. Apologies, this will make this video a bit longer than anticipated, but it's good information. So now we want to add a unit. So let's do this. Scroll back down. The new unit will be labeled, understandably, Unit 3. Voila. Great. So now what we need to do is add assignments. So if I go to this little button here, you see it pops up, Add New Assignment. Click on that. So this is where it gets a bit frustrating in the back end, is that you have every single, not even assignment, right? Not regular assignment, so regular and resubmission is a distinction you don't need to worry about for now. But it's not just the SGAs, the staff graded assignments, that pop up here. It is every piece of text that has ever been written on the course. So the welcome note for overview of the course, right? You can see here week 1, unit 1. So unfortunately, this requires a bit of digging and detective work to find what we need. But I'm just going to scroll here roughly until I'm able to find Unit 3. So keep your eyes peeled. Okay, I'm alone on a video. Nobody can do it but me. Ah, there we go. So Unit 3, Week 3, self-work submission. That's good. So now I'm just going to take a look around because what I'm actually looking for is the concept quiz for this week. So entry poll, Unit 3, Week 3. I don't think that exists anymore. Conducting a feasibility analysis, the ORA, text, multiple choice. Text, article, Google Doc, risks, text, submission. Okay, so there's an important difference here, right? The text for submission, feasibility, and risk is not the same as you see here, which is the actual submission for feasibility and risk. So usually it's indicated by Unit 3, Week 3. Oh, but I'm in Week 3, that's the problem. So we're looking for Unit 3, Week 1. That's very important. Aha, okay. So Unit 3, Week 1, self-submission. As you can see, submission is competitor analysis. It is different than this, which is just text submission competitor analysis. So we'll get that in there in just a sec, but I still want us to find the concept quiz. So we're looking for that. Peer submission, SGA, peer submission, peer minutes form, marketing plan. Of course I can't find it. Unit 3, Week 1, self. Well, maybe somebody will find the concept quiz eventually. But for now, just for the sake of showing you this, let's go and let's take the Unit 3, Week 1, self-submission, competitor analysis. Okay, then we say create. Then we scroll back down to Term 2. Beautiful. So we come in here, and now we click into the assignment. Unit 3, Week 1, self-submission. Excellent. So it has all of the cohorts listed here in a somewhat reasonable order, except for the inexplicable cohort 3 in the default group. And so that's good. So if you go in here, you will see all of the students who are in cohort 4. And that is determined, remember, by the enrollment of students that we do. And I don't think this is correct because this looks like a lot of students, but I don't know, maybe that's 34. I'm not seeing anybody on here that I don't know, and this is my own cohort. So anyway, the first thing you need to do, and again, this usually should be done for you, but good to learn how to do everything, right? You need to link the learning outcomes. So this is the oops, don't stop. So this is the competitor analysis. So if we just go into our grade sheet here, we can see that the competitor analysis, the self-work, which is just the one segment, has these following LOs. So I'm going to go in and link those by doing this. So A21 is usually given, as is A22. So let's get those in there. Hopefully the internet cooperates. Voila. A21. And scroll down again. What? Why is there no A2? Oh, an A22. Great. Let's see what's next. G21, G22, and G23. Hopefully I can remember all of those. Let's see. G21. Takes a second, no problem. G22. Thanks for your patience, everyone. And G23. I think there was one more after that. Let's see while that links. And then we're going to do G51 as our last one. And there we go, G.5.1. So great, now that we have, in theory, in just a moment, all of our LOs, we call it linking it to the assignment. We have all of our LOs linked here. And as you can see, because we have, math is hard, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LOs linked, it's just divided the weighting of each of them equally. Now, if we want to change that, it's very simple. All we do is come in here. And let's see. Yep, so 2-1 and 2-2 are 5%. Then we have 23, 23, 23 for each of the rest. And let's do 5, 5. And this is actually great. In order to save it, they have to all equal 100, which helps you from making stupid mistakes. So 23, 23. And then, does this have to be 22? Why did that not work? Okay, it's because we added some. So let's see. What is... oh no, now I have to do quick math. Okay, let's see. So 100, that's 90 divided by 4, 22.5. Oh, that's right. So it just wants us to be specific. So let's just take that, copy. Oops. There we go. Okay, so it has to be really precise for ALUx, but because of our formulas, we just have, yeah, it just rounds it in the visualization there. So great, so that's saving. And now what you want to do, and I'm just going to do this for cohort 4 because that's mine, is go in here and download a grading sheet. This is where it gets really fun and exciting. So it's preparing the most recent data, which is to say it's aggregating all of the LOs, the weightings for each, and downloading the names of all of the students. So now I'm going to open up Excel, and you have to be using a CSV, not a .x, I don't know what the other one is, but it has to be saved as a .csv, so make sure that your machine can do that. And then when it opens up here, you'll see what it's auto-populated with. You may not touch anything here. You may not touch anything here. Anything that has been auto-populated by the form, by ALUx Gradebook, you cannot touch. So you cannot, for example, add in a row here and then sort these alphabetically. It will not allow you to upload. It will mess everything up. This you can just ignore. This is what you need to pay attention to. A2.1 score, and then there's a slot for A2.1 feedback. A2.1, A2.2, G2.1, you may not necessarily have feedback for all of these. That's okay. Just remember when you're copying from our project's grade sheet that you need to leave this space blank okay, if there's no feedback, and you need to make sure that the scores align properly. Also, you cannot put text in a column that is allocated for scores. So let's just pretend that I've finished my week 1 grading. And I'm just going to quickly copy all of this. Or actually, rather, let me do this. Okay. So let's say these are all of the scores. What I want to do now is copy all of that. And now this is where, your own facilitator preference can happen. What I do is I just copy all of it. Oh, I did something silly. Okay, first escape. Let's go back. So these are done alphabetically, okay? If you have a student whose email was for some reason registered with a capital letter, it will default to the front. I think we only had like 3 of those in the entire course, but you need to look out for them because they will throw off the alphabetized nature of it. But first, okay, so it's already sorted for my students. I need to go in here and I need to sort them alphabetically by email, okay? So you can see that's messed up all of the peer groups, no problem, and their grades have moved with them. So this is what I want to copy, okay? So I like to do it just in a big chunk of text, and then I do cut and paste for the rest of these. Some people find that to be a bit time consuming, so they'll just they'll copy one column at a time from the project's grade sheet, and to each their own. I have a good system down with this, so I'm going to keep doing it this way. Hello, please, Control V. But whatever works for you, just make sure, oops, yep, there we go. Make sure that you have scores in score columns and feedback if you wanted to say, great job, and it would be there. Okay, so save this document. See, I haven't touched anything that was auto-populated here. Now you want to come back to ALUx and choose File. So it should be in my downloads. It should be the only gradebook thing here. Beautiful. And then I'm going to go upload grade sheet. And it will take a second because the internet is crazy today. CSV downloaded. Excellent. So this is sort of an annoying thing. It reloads the page, and then you have to go back down to open up the cohort again. But look at this beauty. All of the grades are here. Even my comment for that first student. Okay? So the very last step, and I'm playing with fire a bit here because these are obviously not correct grades, is to publish them. Yay! But I do just want to show you what happens when you publish, and then I'm going to immediately unpublish them so that students don't get very, very, very wrong ideas. But you just actually, let me just do it with one of them so you can see what it looks like. When you hit publish all of these little gray upload clouds will turn to that green check. Okay, but I am now going to unpublish all. And then immediately go in after this and delete that. But that is how you do grading uploads. So unfortunately, it's not quite as simple as just doing your grading in the grade sheet. The final step, and arguably for me the most important, is getting it published online so that students can actually see it. The reason we have stringent grading turnaround times is not because we want to ease our own lives, or rather to complicate our own lives. It's so that students can get timely feedback so that they're actually able to make changes based on that feedback and improve over the course of the formatives before the summative. So I will end my beautiful video there. I hope that you have found this informative, and obviously you may come ask me any questions that are still not explained by this video.